Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So the last video you saw, I was heading out to the flea market. So it is the end of the day. I've got stuff to style and a haul for you guys. So y'all know I'm a bad friend. I tried taking y'all with me. I even videoed some footage. Some of it I videoed upside down. Some of it I didn't even get the stuff in the shot because I was looking as I was videoing. Y'all. So then what I thought was, I've gotten the stuff that I want. Let me go back through and then I will video. But I just kept looking. So y'all, and it was super busy by the time that we went back through. And I kept getting people in the shots and people were kind of like frowning at me and stuff. So we'll try again next time. But anyway, I have a great haul for you guys. Now, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to insert some pictures here because we got some really large things and we have things that are already styled. So the first picture right here. Now that is a boat oar and I got that for a lady that I work with. She was wanting one and I was able to find one for her, and that was only $10. He had a bunch and now I'm wishing I had got one, but I don't do like nautical themes, but they're really cool. And so I got it from this guy right here. He is the guy that I've told you that you know, once you get to know him you'll like him. He has the super cute dog. I think his dog's name is Trigger or Trap or something like that. I can never quite make out what he's saying but a sweet dog. So we did a lot of business with him today. We also got with him, I got this box, which I wanted what was in the box, but when I got home, I noticed that the box itself is very cool. It is, Dainty Dutch Delights, and they are fruit creamy bitter sweets, made in Boston, and it has the lady's address on here. And the patent for this was June 30th, 1906. So the inside of the box is prettier than our box is now. It has the little like lace inlay. So I didn't even notice how cool the box was. But inside of it was all this lace. So there's 4 little packs of this. And these were 2 for 25 cents back in the day. You can kind of see, I'm dropping lace, how dainty that is. So there were 4 of those. And then this big thing. Now, why did I buy lace? I've been buying lace. Well, I can thank the old so-and-so for it. She, in her pictures, like creamers and stuff, she will sometimes stick lace. I know Jean sometimes sticks the, well, Jean and the lady from Uniquely Vintage You, like they'll cut up books or music sheets and things and use that as stuffing in vignettes. It's just something to do instead of always doing greenery or tarnished silverware. So I did borrow that idea from those ladies, but I have one in a picture that has one in it. I just thought it'd be cute just to have some extra laying around. So I got that box from him. I got this, another Scotch tape. I got the oar, and I knew it was $10. And I got all of these cards. This is a sweet little card, and they're all used. This is little baby announcements, because y'all know that I got on a kick of buying all those planners for baby presents. Look at that one, isn't that cute? A Christmas card. I'm sorry all these doors are shutting, y'all. Everybody's been asleep, but now it's turned into Grand Central Station. I got this. And Greg got this old rusty crusty sifter. Now, we got all that from him. And I honestly, it's a lie. I got all of that from him for $36. Then we went to another guy. This is the guy, this is our third time we've shopped with this guy. We got all the rug beaters from him last month. Y'all, our heart just broke into pieces. He had this magnificent hutch shelf. I don't know. Was it a shelf? I don't think it had drawers. Outdoors. I don't even remember. It was $60. It was so old, beautiful. I would almost say borderline primitive. It would have been great for either in our booth for display because we're looking for a bookcase, or in here somewhere. Greg wants some kind of shelving unit to store a lot of his Crocs. $60. It would have easily been $300 or $400 in an antique store. But it was 74 inches long, and our vehicle will only hold up to something that's 71 inches long. So not only was that devastating, but he had the absolute most beautiful dry sink that we have ever seen. It was also the largest one we had ever seen. And it had the center part, which I have seen sometimes is metal, and then I've seen sometimes is wood. This was cast iron, and it was just fabulous. And it would fit in the car. The problem today was that there was question about how we would be able to drive around, and then how in the world we could get that unloaded. It was so heavy. The guy could have helped him load it. Anyway, it was only $100. Are you what? You know, $500 easy in an antique store, maybe even $600. Probably more than that. Look, it is going to haunt us. I am hoping that it is there next month because I will totally go rent a U-Haul and get that thing. But anyway, so we went on, but what we did buy from him was we got this 10 negative, this cast iron matchbox, this brass inkwell. It just needs some cleaning up. And then Greg got these two Crocs. So we got all of that for $45 from him, I think. Great prices. We were excited to do business with him. I don't know how he sells his stuff so inexpensive, but we'll take it. There's so many antique photographs there. We only got one from a vendor inside of the building. Now, from our lady, my friend Sarah, that I shop with so much, I'm going to insert her picture here. She's so sweet. We got this shoe mold, and then we got this. Greg has been wanting a church pew for so long, and that is, you'll find them and they're either too expensive for us or they're too big. So that one was the perfect size, and here's a picture of just how I have it styled for now. So, for right now, that's going to stay there. We'll see where it ends up. Things move around my house all the time. All right, so moving on. I got this book. It is a book about puppies. Y'all, these are some of the cutest dogs. Look at that. Just a great little book. Let's see. Look at this one. It was $1, and it has a copyright date of 1935. Okay, now I need to back up for just a minute, guys. The gentleman that we bought the inkwell from and the 2 Crocs and all that, and I told you we spent, did I tell you what I spent? I'm not sure. But Greg also bought this from him. So go find him. I didn't get his picture. He's in the first or second outdoor building. Super great guy. He's from Ohio. We love. He's one of our new favorite guys. Okay, moving on. I've got so much stuff in front of me. I'm trying to do it in order with the person that I got it. There is another vendor there that we really enjoy shopping with. I got this hot porcelain water knob. Thought that would just look cute tucked away in something. I got this Last Supper postcard, and it has been used, but I cannot see a date on it. And it has a stamp on it, but I can't see when it was postmarked. And then this one was just, I guess, well, I don't know. I can't find a postmark date, but it was used. So y'all know I love stuff like that. We got this little Kentucky Club mixture, and I may have a bigger one of these. It's going to be cute for Christmas. It was $5. From our sweet little lady that we do so much business with. If you go to the flea market, she is up under the awning right before you walk into the building. Like, you know, they have the awning and vendors set out before you go in one of those buildings. She is there. She always has a lot of Coke products. And I got this, I think this is chalkware, this little strawberries for 50 cents. We also got this tin for $1, just kind of Americana. It's from 1987. There's the lid. I don't know what it's a tin for. Oh, chocolate chip cookies. We got this set from her, this canister set. I, kind of had my eye on these, but I always thought, well, I'm not in love with them, but I know people use them a lot for Christmas and stuff. So we got the whole 4-piece set for $10 because I always thought, well, if I ever find a great price on them, I will grab them. There's the coffee, and then there's a smaller one in here. So there's 4. She always has the best prices. So we got that for $10 from her. We got 2 of these. There's a smaller one inside. They were $1 a piece. And they are fruitcake. Y'all, I love fruitcake. I know fruitcake is like a big debatable dessert. A lot of people either like it or you don't. I love fruitcake. Then we also got from her for $5 this beautiful panel board painting. It's not really painted on here, but it's like a printed on panel board. But that is beautiful for $5. We got this fishing basket. We've both been wanting one of these. Got it for $10. We got 4 of these wooden shoe molds. They were sold as a pair. I don't have one, I don't think, that has that middle, or the cobblers. Is that what they call them? So I like the patina on these. I found a pie bird for $3. And this was $3. I don't have a metal red one. Now this was an unusual buy, in my opinion. This was Greg's. And it's Black Flag bug spray. Greg thought it would be cool to put in the hutch on our front porch this fall. Okay, so let me see. Is that everything we got from the flea market? That's everything we got from the flea market. Except for, hold on, we got this table. So, backstory. Do you remember the white cabinet, white chippy old cabinet that I got at the junk hunt? It had a door, it had 3 shelves, and I had said I didn't really know exactly where I was going to put it. Well, I ended up putting it in my bathroom, but I didn't have anywhere to sit it, and it was, kind of low. So we saw this table. This table was perfect. So here's a picture of the table. Like, in all the chippy goodness, it was a perfect table. And so here is a picture with it, with the cabinet sitting on it. It was meant to be. So that worked out perfect. So that is now all, I think, that we got at the flea market. Well, then there was an estate sale that I wanted to go to. I wasn't pushing it. We either got to go or we didn't. It opened Thursday. And so I really was wanting to go. They had some amazing things. They had some primitive things, and you don't see that very often here in this area. So I wanted to go. Today was half off, and I just, we didn't get there till like after 12. And I thought, there's not going to be anything good. We're kind of wasting our gas, but it was like 18 minutes from the fairgrounds. So we get there, and it was probably either the most expensive or the next to most expensive estate sale I've ever been to. I mean, astronomical. And there was a lot of the things I wanted were still there because they were so, even at half off, I wanted them for my personal collection, and I was not going to pay that. And I certainly don't see how anybody for resale, how you would profit if you even got your money back. There were some old paintings of a man and woman, and they were beautiful, but they were $750 a piece, and they were oval. There was tons of paintings in the house that were between $800 and $1,000 for a piece. There were prints that were faded that were over $500. They did have some ironstone, but it was just ridiculously priced. But I did get 2 things. I got this clock face. It was not bad with the half off. It was $9, which is about what you find them for. So I grabbed this. And then I have mourned and talked to y'all about last July, the estate sale that I was at for 6 hours, and how I walked away from a wedding dress. And I've really regretted walking away from that wedding dress. And then I ended up with the dress form that my friend got me. Well, this estate sale had. I don't know if it's a wedding dress, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Greg found it with the sale. It was $42. So that was $17 more than the dress that I left at that estate sale. And he was like, you have to get this. Like, this would be great for your dress form. So here is my dress on the dress form. So the dress is a little bit too small for the dress form. It won't close in the back, but it looks beautiful, and you can't really tell. I'm so happy to have that. Here's my hopes, is that Hazel Grace doesn't tear it up, because she's already taken interest in it. So then I wanted to name the dress form. Of course, I had to name her now. She has a beautiful dress. And I like Beatrice. But she's in my Martha and George room. So should I name her Martha? Or should she just be Martha's friend and keep Beatrice? So you guys, let's take a vote. Beatrice or Martha? And we will decide together. All right. We passed a ton of thrift stores on the way home. We went to 2 Goodwills. City Thrift, we didn't get anything. But we did get, for $3, an ironstone ladle. So that was all we got at that Goodwill. And the second Goodwill, the one that's actually closest to our house, we got these two things. We got this mirror. It might be easier for me to show you this way. This is a beautiful mirror. Look at the detail. It's not metal. It is plastic. It's probably a home interior mirror. But I got that. I'm going to put that in my booth. Mirrors are huge sellers for me, and that is a beautiful mirror. Then, the last thing we got today. Well, that's not true. We went to Kroger, and we scored great at Kroger because they were having some amazing sales. But the last thing that we bought might be, I don't know, it's a runner-up with my dress. I have wanted this picture for well over a year now. But because of what it was, I was not going to pay retail for it. I thought, I'm just going to have to thrift it. Greg doesn't like it. So I didn't want to invest a whole lot of money into it. I love it. I think it is precious. But I also love cats. Now, Miss Jean has this picture, and I feel like somebody else has it, but I can't remember. But for $5.40, because I got my discount today for education. Y'all, a lot of y'all are not going to like this. But I got the kitten picture playing with the birds on the hat. Now, where is this going to go? Up in my bathroom, I have sort of like my Victorian lady things and some of my Victorian lady pictures. So it's going to go in my bathroom. I know that's a weird place. But my bathroom is kind of where I decorate stuff. Kind of just for me. Like, Greg doesn't really care what's up there. And I love this picture. I don't know how long I'm going to have it. I may tire of it. But this made my day when I found this thing for $5.40. Okay, y'all, so that is my flea market haul for Memorial Day weekend. I will tell you, there were not a lot of vendors there, in my opinion. There were a lot of gaps. They also had another event going on at the flea market. So they had, just like last month, they had one of the buildings closed off. It was for this event. I don't know if that deters some of the vendors. But also it's a holiday weekend. And I'm seeing a pattern of when it falls on a holiday, you know, the vendors don't really show up as many. There's still plenty there. But the guy that we like, where you just dig through the bins, he wasn't there. That's always a letdown when he's not there, because we get some really great stuff with him. We still had plenty of stuff. We had a great day, had a great haul. But you know, you do what you want. If you plan on coming to the flea market, you know, I would just say if it's close to a holiday, you're probably not going to have as many vendors there. Now, I do want to give a shout out to one of my YouTube friends that I ran into. I ran into him at the junk hunt as well, and he's from Alabama. And I did not get your name again. Now, chances are I would have forgotten it anyway, because I'm terrible. I have a terrible memory. But we had a really nice conversation with him. He had showed me some estate sale pictures where he had gotten some amazing primitive things at an estate sale near him. And, you know, he's just really fun to talk to. He was up here. He had a beautiful red egg basket that don't think I wasn't eyeballing. And, you know, just it's always so nice to talk to you guys. I appreciate you taking your time to stop and chat with me. I love that so much. So anyway, I didn't get your name. I was talking about if I see you at the junk hunt, which I'm telling you, give it another try. Just get there early when they open, the first day. I'm going to get your name. So anyway, and we're going to get a picture, because I meant to do that today. I'm so focused, y'all. I'm just like, you know, looking at the deals. Anyway, I just wanted to give him a shout out. It was nice to see you again. All right, guys, I am choking to death on something, and it must be the dust from these things. I don't know. So I'm going to get off here. You all have a happy and safe Memorial Day. I just want to thank all of our soldiers, our veterans. If any of your family members served in the military, my brother served in the military, you know, from the Ashbys, we are just thankful for your service and your sacrifice. If it weren't for you all, we would not, be able to have the things that we have today and the freedom that we have. So anyway, we just thank you so much. We hope that you're able to celebrate them. We definitely celebrate them and appreciate them. So you guys have a wonderful weekend. And until I see you again, happy thrifting.